Dumb money investors are about to get crushed in crypto, and I do not want you to be one of them. It's not going to be a quick crushing. It's going to be slow and painful like this entire bear market. The geniuses of the bull market have all woken up now and realized that they're probably not going to be the next Warren Buffett, but that doesn't mean that there aren't opportunities to make a decent amount of money in this space if you know what to look for. Stay tuned because today I'm going to show you the most important levels on the biggest crypto assets as well as my favorite upcoming buying and selling opportunities. Look at all the green in the market and you should be able to identify the first major opportunity that everyone needs to take advantage of, and that is subscribing to this channel. Now take a look at the green across the board. We can see major standout here. Ethereum has absolutely exploded over the last 24 hours, up 10.94%. However, as always, BTC is king, and if BTC isn't happy, the rest of the market won't be either. So let's start macro trend on BTC. It's looking like a downtrend right now. Swapping over to the 1 day and zooming in, macro downtrend, but we've had for the last month a sideways market. I mentioned on Twitter, I haven't taken a trade for the last month simply because there are no good opportunities in this tiny range. Sure, you can trade the range, but in the grand context of things, this is such low volatility and there's much more opportunity when things are trending. Now, the key levels we have over here are 2,500 and 18,500. Now, I've put these boxes above and below because I wouldn't be surprised to see some wicks like this coming through. Now, the first opportunity I like is actually a short. I hate to say it, but it's the case. We're in a downtrend and we can target stop loss, the top of this range we have here. So let's say just above 2,100, downside target, bottom of this range. The play makes sense. Downtrend, top of a range, major resistance, and you expect the market to continue going down. That's the first play I quite like. The bearish play. The bullish play that I don't mind at all actually is if we break solidly above this level here. Now I like to use a little trick. Here I have the moving average. This is the 7-day moving average. Here are the settings if you want to copy it. And once this moving average gets above the 2,500 level, that's when I'm okay to start making some bullish plays. And when I'm doing that, you're looking at resistance over here about 22,500, the first one, and then the second one you've got here about 24,500. All the key levels, everything you need to watch out for BTC. Now let's go into Ethereum. Now, it's actually quite rare to see the biggest mover being the second coin because normally the bigger coins have lower volatility. So to see Ethereum this bullish is actually pretty fantastic. It means the rest of the market still needs to catch up, and I'll get into the other coins I'm watching to catch up and potentially do better than Ethereum and BTC as well. Now, the best place to take advantage of all of these opportunities is FTX. This is where I trade. This is the platform I like. If you want the biggest discount possible, there's a link in the description below. Okay, now this right here is a beauty. We have broken out of this tight range over here and we've seen a pretty good breakout. If we get another close here, then remember that moving average trick I told you? We'll be right above it. Trend is in a macro downtrend, but we're seeing some short-term flips over here. Now the next two targets I'm looking at are going to be the 1,700 level up here and the $2,000 level up there. Now a nice play you can go for is if this trend continues, it'll likely face some resistance right here because Bitcoin is in resistance. Take this Fibonacci extension right here to the top. Now, what I'd likely do is go for a Fibonacci retracement play here. So you take your top of your Fibonacci and I've got the 382 level there. I'd also add in the 0.236 there as well. And you can wait for a retracement. If the price hits 0.236 or 382, you can look for an entry and your stop loss can be at this previous support right here at 1365. Let me show you what that looks like. Aggressive entry here. So we've got an entry, let's say in between the two levels. We've got our stop loss 5.72% there, and we've got our upside target at about 1704, so we've got a 3.13R play over here, which looks pretty good on Ethereum. Now, big warning over here that Bitcoin can completely invalidate this play. If Bitcoin does not get above its current resistance, it's unlikely that ETH can run on its own. Finally, let's go into some spicier plays. We're going to quick fire through some popular stuff. So BNB USD, we have our first resistance about 300, our support down here about 264. I'll be looking for a breakout play above this $300 level. After that, I expect at least a 10% move to 330, much like you saw Ethereum explode right here. Pay close attention to this one. More opportunities next. We can see a really big move on Cardano. So let's take a look here. This is actually an analysis I did a little while ago on my Discord. So it's not a fantastic play right now because we're still in this big range area over here. I'd like us to get above 0.6 because there's a lot of resistance. There's a lot of people that have been chopped up over here, and I don't expect us to just fly right through it. But once we get above that, there's a lot more space to run in this next area up until the $1 level. Okay, next, let's take a look at Solana as well. Not looking hugely dissimilar to Cardano, with making a bit of a recovery here, although it didn't fall off quite as steeply. You can see we've had this big choppy range over here, and I don't really want to be taking any plays until we get above this area over here. So again, I'm going to sit back here and wait till, let's say, the $50 level. Then I can come in safely. Listen, guys, I don't care about missing the start of these big moves. I'm always happy to miss the first 10% and catch the next 100%. Patience is a virtue in trading. Now, if you have any other coins you want me to look into next time, post them in the comments below. That's everything from me.